My name is MaxNOSleeves, and this is Couch Conversations. Quick oral history, not that's what she said. Couch Conversations spawned out of a video called There's No Video This Week. This is a long time ago. I basically, make a video every week. A lot of things happen, and life caught up with me that week, and I didn't really have anything prepared. So I basically just sat on this couch and I said, hey guys, guess what? There's no video this week, blah, blah, blah. That was so popular, I guess, that I did a follow-up called Couch Conversations, where I essentially said something similar. And as I was describing it, I sort of came to a realization that even though I thought that video was, a few weeks old, I had actually done it like 10, 11 months ago, which is mind-boggling. So that one also did pretty well because, I don't know, I guess people like not uncut, uncircumcised, unfiltered, whatever, but they sort of like the normal talking conversational. So now, let's make it a thing. It's called Couch Conversations. The other backup idea I thought was Tales from the Couch, which sounds great. A little porny, but all great things are. So I'm trying to make this a thing where it's not exactly unedited, but it's sort of like the anti-jump cut. So I hope you'll come along for the ride. Things have been a little weird for me lately. Brittany just went to Ibiza for about 2 months, and so she was sort of my entire social calendar that I realized. Now I'm sort of not struggling to figure out my days, but struggling to figure out like my schedule more. My schedule is just more defined, and now it's sort of like wide open, so I can do a lot more things, and maybe I can, I don't know, just do stuff I didn't really have time or interest to do when she was here. I rode an electronic scooter the other day, which was really fun, but it also really sucked because I fell and I scraped my arm. I hope you guys remember from last week. Arm's looking pretty good, so I think my medical skills speak for themselves, having only watched 4 seasons of ER. It's funny, I was talking to somebody else the other day about how I don't have any tattoos, and people always ask me like, why don't you have any tattoos? And my answer is always the same thing, like, I'm a huge wuss. But I think in my mind, at least partly, it's 2 reasons. One is my grandma never wanted me to have one, so I never got one. And 2 is I have a lot of scars, I have like this one's from falling out, this is gonna be a scar, it's from falling off my scooter. I have another one on here from an outdoor grill. This one is from my friend's teeth. I have one on my shin from when I accidentally kicked the blade of a speedboat motor propeller engine, whatever. I had one on my forehead that made me sound like Harry Potter for a while, look like Harry Potter for a while. That one is from my friend's knee. So I guess I'm more of a scar guy than a tattoo guy, and not that, there's 2 different schools of thought, and one's not better than the other, and one doesn't preclude you from having the other, but that's sort of always the way I guess I leaned. Now on, somebody hit me up on Snapchat and they were like, your arm's all busted up, you gotta fucking, this is just for show. This is just the tape that I was using on my arm. I ran out of it and now I think it looks pretty fancy. Somebody on Snapchat hit me up and they were like, you gotta be careful, you're getting a lot of these, you're racking up all those scars, you're really beating the shit out of your body. And I was like, yeah, of course, I don't want to beat up my body, but on the other hand, I'd rather be someone who rides the scooter and falls off and gets the shit kicked out of him than having never ridden the scooter. I never want to like live in a way where I won't jump off a cliff into some water, or I won't like try that weird food that I've never tried before. Obviously, if I've tried it and I don't like it, I'm not gonna be a sadist, masochist, whatever, but I don't know, I'd much rather have a scar from something that I tried than never having, than gone through life with a perfect pristine, scarless body. That sounded a lot weirder than I thought in my head, but hopefully you take some sort of emotional or physical knowledge from that, or whatever. Hopefully I think that's as good a metaphor as you're gonna get on a Tuesday. So this has been Couch Conversations, and I didn't know the topic of this until I started talking. Alright guys, I'll see you next week.